I'm Jordan, and I play Magnus on the Wednesday group.
I'm Kaitlin, and I play Key.
And today we're going to be answering questions for the Upkeep on episodes 17 and 19. Welcome to the Upkeep.
Welcome.
When do you think you can leave Gale and Neilbob by themselves?
I'm gonna say never. Absolutely never.
Okay. Loaded question. We know the characters they play because we know the people.
Yes.
So, if they play like themselves, never.
Yeah, never.
If they don't play like themselves,
I don't think they have
we probably can.
They don't have a good reason not to play chaotically.
I don't mind. It's all for fun, right? Like, that's why we're here. It's supposed to be like a good time. If it's not in my town, I don't care.
I feel like if they were motivated to get something done, we could leave them alone to get that thing done.
Definitely.
Chaotically.
Yeah.
But that'd be fine.
But even like you guys, like shopping, right? Like he wanted to go shopping, so he went shopping. He didn't create mass genocide.
Yeah, but he wasn't alone with...
Well, true. Yeah, very true, very true. But I guess, it depends on how they want to play the characters. They both seem to be quite energized and,
Yes.
over the top. So I guess we'll have to see what sort of situation arises. Maybe we need them for a distraction. It could work.
I reckon we could, but there needs to be a plan. Like, they have to have a goal, a common goal, and then they'll complete that common goal, and then they'll be fine.
Maybe.
But outside of that, just free range, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're trying to achieve, right?
Yes.
Even if we made a plan like, hey, we need a distraction to do something. I'm like, hey, you guys, go and do something, and they don't know that they're supposed to, but they'll just do it because they can. It's like a plausible deniability. They didn't know they were being a distraction, but they were being a distraction.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can get it done. They need an it to get done.
Well, yeah, true.
Because otherwise, left to their imagination, it's anything.
Yeah, that's half the fun, right?
Yes. Who do you think the assassins with the face tattoos work for?
Well, they're an assassin. They're just a group of assassins, right? So they just pay people who hired them.
Yeah.
Who hired them is the question.
Haven't we been thinking it's the big guy for some
reason? Well, we thought it was Robert, the oldest, the biggest and first ranking of the paladins. But look, they could also just be working for the dude that burnt someone to death, right?
Yeah, the wizard? Is he a wizard?
Oh,
the magic.
The magic user, yeah. So I mean, it could be for either, right? Because he's also running the Knolls. It looks like that sort of language they're writing for the wanted poster. Maybe it's through them.
It's strange.
But then again, it also might be again, plausible deniability. So maybe Robert is working with the magic user.
Who's Robert?
The leader of the paladins, the one that socked Neilbob in the face. There's a lot of different names for using.
Yeah.
So the one that's my boss, but not really my boss.
Right.
Yeah.
That paladin guy that we think is kind of evil.
Yeah.
But he would have had to left the city to do that.
Well, that's why Rob thought when they were running away on the back of Gale as a jaguar, I think it was. He thought he saw him in one of the carts with the assassins.
Oh, okay.
That's why he thought it was him from the start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so even maybe they're conspiring together, and so the magic user's the face of the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the assassins are just hired men.
Yeah, well, they would have just put a bounty out, and that assassin group probably just saw the bounty and was like, hey, let's make some money. So
makes sense. So there could be others.
Well, there could be anyone coming after us, right?
Jesus.
Who knows? It depends on how badly we want it, or if we put a stop to the people putting up a hit.
But they would have had to have the information of where you are to come to the town, because
those
those photos.
Last scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they saw us at the raid. They know, they would have an idea of who I am because of the armor and shit.
What direction we're going.
Yeah. But even if they check this island, right? So if we move islands, if someone happens to get information that we've left, they can put hit outs other places. So it'll just depend on, who wants the money, I guess.
That makes sense.
We're just seeing the first wave, potentially.
And I'm going off track from the question, but that first guy was a lone guy, so he went off first by himself, and then the rest came in a pack?
When? The Knolls?
No, the assassins.
Well, he might have got there first and scoped out the area. Maybe we didn't see the other guys.
Okay.
Because, I'm not sure about you, I wasn't at that combat, but how quickly did they put the other guy down? maybe they saw how strong they were and went, oh shit, like let's wait until, you know, a better opportunity arises.
Alright, yeah.
We don't know,
that makes
right?
sense.
Like we're just playing off like known information. So, yeah.
This could be either way. They're working for that side. 1, 2, or 3.
I think they're just working for like who put the hit out. The question is who put the hit out.
And it's either the guard guy, the wizard that's not actually a wizard, or the big thing.
I guess so. Yeah. We'll just have to like figure out when it happens.
Yeah.
What do you think is the goal of the Flame Butcher?
The who?
So that's the name we were told off stream. That is the name of the person that uses the fire magic that killed the guy.
The Flame Butcher.
The Flame Butcher.
Okay. Oh, that's okay.
So we kind of semi-answered that question. Like it could be possible he's in cahoots with.
Oh, he's definitely
with Robert or someone. You know what I mean? Like he's the face of the organization, or maybe he's the one that's been.
What's the question again? What about him?
What do you think his goals are?
Oh, I think. All right. So he's obviously amassed these gnolls.
Well, at the moment, yeah, it seems like it.
To attack that one town. Why attack that one town?
That's a good question. Okay, so here's my track thinking. He's got a name, which means he's known. Might not be just on Tamir, it might be in other places.
Yeah.
So maybe Robert, the head guard, maybe he's the one that sort of contacted him and said, I need your assistance to do this thing. So he's like almost like hiring like expert personnel and using their like knowledge to.
Do you reckon they're gonna go after your town or king? What is it? A town or a kingdom?
Kingdom. I don't know. Like maybe. Like I guess it depends on. Right now they're focused on us, right?
Yeah.
So it would depend on where we are and if we're causing shit, or if we're in the town and they need to get to us and that's how they're going to get to it. I don't know.
Why are they focused on us? Because we escaped the town and died with
We caught them raiding the village, I guess is the reason. It's like tying off loose ends.
Okay.
So.
Were we the only ones who knew that there was more than just gnolls? There was the butcher?
Well, technically there was the one guy that we saved.
Yeah.
The second time we went to North Tamir.
They would have assumed they were dead when.
I think so.
Yeah.
But that's the only way we found out about the Flame Butcher too. Other than the ones in process they shoot fire in the sky.
Okay.
So yeah, I think he's just for hire.
Flame Butcher?
Yeah.
All by hire from Robert?
Well, we don't know from who.
What's Robert want?
Robert just looks sussy. I don't know, like pardon me, he's a head like of the army essentially.
Yeah. So
maybe
what
he
more
wants a
could he
hostile
want?
takeover. Maybe he wants more power. Maybe he wants, I don't know, like people that are in control will always want more control, right?
Fair enough.
Like I mean, we could be completely off base. It might not even be him. But normally, it comes from someone with aspirations to achieve more. Whether it's power, control, running a country, you know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah. How well do you think you're going to do next session against the gnolls?
Do you remember how many gnolls we've know is in the encampment?
I have the number 9 in my head, and I remember thinking, take away 2, that's 7 left.
Okay.
But then again, I'm not sure if that counts. There could be like gnolls that are inside somewhere that haven't been seen.
It's going to be more than what we've seen. I guess yeah.
If they're construed, my worry is that more will come.
I guess it depends on how many we can knock off before they can send a signal, right? So if Gale can beat anyone that's in the tower before they can alarm anyone, I think that's probably our best bet.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got to try and knock off those 2 gnolls that are on patrol quickly.
Yeah.
Before they can even sound a horn as well. So
yes.
Maybe you've got range, right?
I've got a cross. No, not a crossbow. I keep thinking it's a short bow.
Okay, so even if we find a way, like Neilbog and I find a way down from the mountain and sort of hide.
Yeah.
If you can manage to like shoot one with your short bow and use your sneak like advantage and sneak and stuff, we can see how much damage you can do on one straight away.
Yeah.
And we can sort of try and finish the 2 off before we get closer.
I don't think you'd be able to hide down.
I guess we'll just survey it before they get back around, right? They've only just left the encampment. We've got time to sort of like check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we can find a way to like surprise them, because if one gets hit and then we've got the time for us like sliding down the hill, I think they'll give them a chance to sort of like sound the alarm or something.
Yeah.
So we have to be there to sort of like stop them before they can make that alert.
Yeah.
Because I think the best way we're going to do this is by getting everyone by surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we'll be closing in on them as well. Like, we have two different... Like, we're on one side and he's on the other.
Yeah.
And he's going to get noticed before we do.
Yeah.
So they'll be looking that way, and then maybe that'll help.
Hope so. Yeah, definitely. Even you can like pick them off as well from a distance as they're getting closer.
I just keep skirting along the edge.
Yeah, like if we know you can do damaging and you can like kill one in a shot.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
Well, that's what we'll find out.
Yeah.
We don't know what your sneak dice well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you can like snipe the ones in the back as we're getting closer, or we quickly come in and like, I don't know, snap some necks or something.
Yeah.
We can sort of like kill more of them before they realise that we're here and finish them off quickly. It's an idea.
Yeah.
Good thinking. What do you believe is in the mountains to the east?
The mountain to the east.
Yeah, so the one that we saw right after this, it was in the second session when we were leaving the raided city for the first time, heading down to South Tamir, where I'm from.
Yep.
And we saw the knolls with the catapult just before the forest line.
Right.
There was like a bunch of mountains on the side.
And they were going to the mountains. Probably their home, maybe?
You reckon that's what they did?
Their actual base, their actual little area. I don't know. Do they have
That's
a
an idea.
village? Like a little village town thing?
I don't know much about knolls.
Or do they just stay in encampment forever?
Possibly. I'm 100% unsure about that.
How many gnolls? Like, do they have like a large population? Is it like there's secretly millions of them behind the rock face?
No idea.
Okay.
They're like foxes, right? Like weird demonic hound fox things, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have litters of like 6 or 7 at a time. There could be lots, I don't know.
There's secret. That's what I think's in the rock face.
Alright, okay, so you reckon they actually live in the mountains to the east?
I reckon there's like a good 300 of them in there.
Okay, I think like it's either that or their main camp is in the north where we're going. And like they're sort of like moving like little camps down so that when they come through it's not as far to travel.
That makes sense.
That could be an idea.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. We really haven't like looked into those mountains yet.
No, why haven't we?
We avoided it because they had a fucking catapult.
Oh, okay, good point.
So yeah.
Catapults need string, doesn't it?
String?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
they like turn a thing and then it like zoom?
Well,
I'm sure there'd be like some sort of suspension to throw the rock or boulder or whatever.
They probably put the wheels on with string. Or something. You just cut it. You cut a string, and the whole thing comes apart.
That's an idea. You know what? If we go that way and we see a catapult, I know what you're sneaking up to.
Yeah. Poison the string.
Just cut the string. Don't poison it. Just cut it.
I don't know how to use that thing yet.
You just get a sword or a knife out and just cut it.
When will Magnus trust the rest of the party?
When the rest of the party isn't suspicious.
That's a good point.
Look, like I said it last week, right? You're telling me your backstory, and like, I know that you're like extending the olive branch. We're trying to like get on.
Yeah.
When you tell me about a flashback of a burning village, and we come from a burning village.
Yeah, but...
And Gale sets fire to a forest, and I first meet him in a burning village.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sort of raises suspicion.
I see where Magnus is coming from.
I think honestly, we might get to that point soon. If we're at a point where we're fighting like a horde of gnolls, and I'm on my last legs, and you guys managed to, I'm not saying save me, but you know what I mean?
Help.
Like help and like just like show those true colours again. Like it's one thing to just do dumb shit for the sake of doing dumb shit, but when you're under stressful situations and you know someone's heart's in the right place, they're gonna do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when I didn't know that Gale was down behind the building when we were fighting, when you were on the other side.
Yeah.
But when I ran out to attack the other gnoll and I saw he was down, I like changed direction and went to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like those snap decisions that you make under pressure.
Yeah.
It's when you know someone that can be trusted.
Yeah.
So I think there's gonna be a time when he's gonna realise that they're just fucking idiots. But yeah, I think it'll come sooner than we think.
Yeah. That's good. I was starting to worry we were a party of evil for a sec.
Really?
Yeah. Besides, it's Magnus. Magnus is...
Well, when do you think Magnus will trust the party?
I don't know. It's
No
up
idea.
to him.
He's still a bit sus.
I've tried to get his trust. It didn't work, so I have no idea. I give up.
Okay, fair enough. I guess we'll figure it out, right? It's all inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Make sure you check all our links for our socials in the description below. We also stream on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we have Dolan and Blazer also streaming on other nights too. Thanks for watching, guys.